Upon receipt of the EBAM, the operator should inventory the contents of the containers to ensure all parts are included. An inventory sheet is provided. Please note how each container is packed. To prevent damage, it is necessary to pack and return contents in the same way they were received. The standard version of the EBAM is easy to assemble and should take roughly 15 minutes under normal conditions. It is advisable to assemble, set up, and calibrate the sampler prior to deployment. This will help you determine what tools and other materials will be needed in the field. Start by removing the 3 stainless steel detent pins from the tripod base by pulling the rings. Unfold the legs and reinsert the pins so that each leg is secured in the open position. Make sure the tripod is rigid and stable. Lift the EBAM assembly and slide the slot on the back of the EBAM over the tab on the top of the tripod. Insert the supplied bolt through the tab on the bottom of the EBAM and through the hole in the body of the tripod. Secure it with the supplied washers and nut. This prevents the EBAM from shifting on the tripod. Loosen the black weatherproof fitting on the top of the EBAM and insert the short inlet tube into the top of the unit. The tube must go through the black fitting and through 2 O-rings in the top of the EBAM. Make sure the tube is fully seated by rotating it back and forth. Tighten the black weatherproof fitting to secure the inlet tube. For PM 2.5 monitoring, the cyclone must be installed below the PM10 head. Connect the crossarm to the post on the back of the tripod with the supplied fitting and set screws. The ambient temperature sensor snaps onto the crossarm and plugs into the bottom of the EBAM. Install the temperature sensor on one end of the crossarm and the wind sensor on the other. The wind sensor should be as far from the EBAM unit as possible, and the wind vane must be able to rotate fully without obstruction. Plug the wind sensor into the corresponding connector on the bottom of the EBAM. True north is the recommended orientation. The sensor's body has a south indicator to help with orientation. Bolt the power supply to one of the legs of the tripod with the included U-bolts. Plug the power supply output cable into the DC power input on the bottom of the EBAM. When the power supply is plugged into AC power, the EBAM will turn on automatically. If the EBAM is powered by a battery array or solar system, or if the unit is supplied with an external AC pump box with a built-in power supply, then these items will plug into the EBAM power input instead of the normal power supply. A satellite transmitter is also included and can be used to transmit data to a secure website. However, the purchase of airtime is up to the operator or agency deploying the EBAM. This completes the assembly of the EBAM.